Welcome to the Feminine Quantum Masterclass, 3 bold shifts to dissolve imposter syndrome and step into your elevated era. You're here because you've achieved so much, yet the woman inside still feels a step behind. You're here because you built success, but it doesn't always seem like it's yours. Compliments land, but you don't believe them. You see doors opening, but you pause at the doorstep. And then on paper, it looks amazing. Inside, you're still wondering if you belong or how long is it even going to last for. If you feel that even success can feel hollow, if every compliment stirs a quiet question of like, is this mine? Like when someone compliments you, your brain starts to scan and search for reasons why it's not true yet. Stay with me because what I'm going to do is share with you today for the one who's really here, who has like all of the external proof that she's the one, but it feels like something inside hasn't caught up yet. And at the end of the session, I'll invite you into something very personal, a private alignment call that opens for 24 hours, the moment that you started this video. And this is for the woman who feels more than ready to show up bigger and better as a woman who has a success that you've already worked so hard for. I'm Nubia Kamisha Sade, femininity mentor, retired beautician, mother, author, speaker, retreat host. I used to be the girl who overthought, slept on her genius, and dimmed her own light. Okay, I'm a big Aquarius, so I have audacious energy. But for most of my life, I showed up 30% of my potential. And it wasn't because I didn't know what 100% looked like or I didn't know how to access the 100%. But me showing up as 30% was all of the people around me, they're 120%. So playing small was comfortable. And playing small was something that I just thought was cool. But I didn't know that it was actually hindering me from the life that I've always dreamed of. Showing up in my 100% authenticity as the elevated woman in my elevated era allowed me to go from the average New York hustler, beautiful woman with a lot of potential to actually living in paradise. I have a 6-figure luxury wellness retreat business where I'm pouring into women on a daily basis. I'm living the way I want to live. I'm being honored by men, which for me is very significant because I've always had a great relationship with men, but I've always felt like I was on a pedestal. I'm gonna be real. Always, I felt like that. Like, I'm supposed to be getting treated way better than this, times 1,000. I'm royalty. I've always thought this about myself. My uncles and the male influencers in my life, my father and my uncles, they would always tell me, you're a Nubian queen. You're a Nubian queen. This is where Nubia came from. You're a Nubian queen. You're a Nubian queen. So because of that, I've always expected that treatment. And it wasn't until I made this switch and I stepped into my elevated era that my environment responds accordingly. My environment agrees. My social environment, energetic environment, spiritual environment, physical environment, it all is in agreement. I'm bathing in my purpose, and I just celebrated 6 months living in Costa Rica on my Venus lines and my Venus line. So I'm fully just super immersed in my feminine energy. So now let's talk about you, right? Here's the flow of the day. The 3 bold shifts that dissolve imposter syndrome and collapse time. We're talking about what it takes to step into your elevated woman identity. We're talking about why plateaus are signals and how to enter your growth. And also how to permeate this change, which is the most important. So I've worked with women from so many walks of life. I've helped technologists, women who lived in their head, neck up work, overthinking every move. I helped them drop back into their bodies, get their groove back, and double their business success from that place of alignment. I've helped women who were struggling with fibroids, literally fibering energy, carrying fibered emotions. I helped them break chains that held them for 10, 20 years. They were finally able to release habits of imposter syndrome and self-sabotage. I've worked with thriving entrepreneurs who already had success but felt capped. And together we dissolved the ceiling, allowing them to quantum leap their income with more ease, more sophistication, more pleasure, and most importantly, they learned how to play again. I had a client who, on the outside, she lived the ultimate soft life. Husband, children, huge home, and she was beautiful, right? And thriving in her career. But when she reached out to me, she wasn't struggling. She wasn't in a space where she was depressed. She was just like, I became this super successful woman because I was pregnant and I didn't have much. And at the time, my fiance treated me like crap along with his family. So after I had my baby, you know what we do when people treat us some type of way. Oh, we boss up, right? So she bossed up. When I say she bossed up, she went straight overachiever. And so she came to me not because she needed more to achieve, but because she said, I had this fire in me and this, I had to prove to myself that I was never going to put myself back in that position. I had to prove to myself that I was worthy because subconsciously, when you are pregnant, postpartum, like those moments are very, like you're super fertile, fertilize your mind, your subconscious is just as fertile as it was when you were from the ages of 0 to 7, right? So she embedded all of this inside of her body and her mind, and she said, I'm bossing up. Now she came to me and she said, I can't turn it off. Me and my husband, there's not a connection. I feel like I'm not being the woman. I'm not experiencing the life of the woman that I already am. It doesn't make sense. I have all of these things. I have the foreign cars. I have the huge home. I have all of these things, but I'm not able to be present. We were able to identify she's not able to be present in it. So it's almost like those things don't even matter. It don't even count because you're not feeling it. You're not in it. You're not present in it. And that's exactly what imposter syndrome does. It robs you from the present. Imposter syndrome is a psychological pattern where a person doubts their accomplishments, their skills, or their competence despite clear evidence of their success and fears being exposed as a fraud. Like you got these images in your mind of people ganging around or a news company or someone exposing you as a fraud. These are images and these are stories that you've made up in your mind that subconsciously you believe. So imposter syndrome come in, and this makes you overcompensate or freeze at the exact moment where you could shine. Panicking, overthinking, underwhelmed despite the success, despite the dinner, because we're celebrating your success and your achievements. When your identity is misaligned with your accomplishments, fulfillment feels very distant. Again, my client had every single reason to be happy and feel like she made it, but yet she always felt like it was far-fetched until we took the path of least resistance. And if you recognize this, you're not alone. And there is a path beyond this, right? So you're going to have multiple opportunities to click the link below anytime you feel a resonation to book a private alignment call. And this is your first step into getting into alignment because self-sabotage is the next one that's next up. That's when a person unconsciously takes actions or avoids actions. So you're either taking actions or you're avoiding actions that prevents you from achieving your goal or fully expressing yourself. And often despite knowing what would serve them better. So real quick, I want to highlight imposter syndrome is a psychological pattern where a person doubts their accomplishments, skills, or competence despite clear evidence of their success. Self-sabotage is when a person unconsciously takes actions or avoid actions that prevents them from achieving their goals or fully expressing themselves, often despite knowing what's going to serve them. So like my grandmother used to always say, baby, when you know better, you do better. It's not laziness, it's not failure, it's a coping mechanism for those underlying emotions. Nothing's wrong with you, right? It just stems from internalized fear, self-doubt, or feelings of unworthiness. It can manifest as procrastination, overworking to prove yourself, avoiding opportunities, perfectionism that prevents completing things, saying yes when you really want to say no. And self sabotage really it sticks as you avoiding moving forward. You overwork or you freeze. You see evidence of success, but something inside is not allowing you to truly receive it. Like you just can't sit with it. Let it marinate. It often seems like it's from the fear, the doubt, the self-doubt, or the feelings of unworthiness. And see, here's the loop that most don't even notice because when you believe you're not enough, you sabotage yourself. And then you see the effects of the sabotage, and then it confirms the belief. And that's exhausting, but also very invisible until you see it. Many sophisticated women realize they're doing everything externally right, but their energy isn't aligned. And if you want to break this loop for good, you'll want to be on that private alignment call where we're going to map out this loop and also understand which one is the strongest for you. So that way we can put an end to it for good. In this call, we go deep. As I mentioned, clicking the link below allows you access for 24 hours to be able to book the best time for you for us to be able to get on the call. This relationship is cyclical. Okay. Self sabotage feeds imposter syndrome. So number one, if we look at number one, imposter syndrome is, oh, I'm not enough. I don't deserve success. Oh, okay. That's true. Subconscious says that's true. Your brain says that's true. Your energy, your emotion says, oh, that's true. Okay, cool, bet. So when something amazing happens, we're just going to undermine, we're going to delay, we're going to overthink, we're going to freeze, we're going to overcompensate. And then what happens after that? An outcome is missed. An opportunity is missed. You get frustrated. There's underwhelming, unfulfilled potential. It's just boring. It's unseasoned gumbo. It's just blah. And then what happens? The cheap chatter comes in. See, I told you I wasn't ready. I told you I couldn't do it. I told you it wasn't even worth it. Imposter syndrome is then amplified. And then, whoop, it goes right back to imposter. It feeds the imposter syndrome. Oh, not enough. I don't deserve. All of this is cyclical. And do you see how you can literally get trapped in this self-perpetuating loop? Imposter syndrome, self-sabotage, outcome, reinforcement, imposter syndrome, self-sabotage, outcome, reinforcement, imposter syndrome, self-sabotage, outcome, reinforcement. I'm not enough. I don't deserve success. So subconsciously undermine. And this can happen with immunity as well. You ever had something really, really big, exciting happening that you were kind of low-key nervous and then you just got sick or you broke an ankle or something wild happened? Your immune system and your subconscious mind, they communicate too. Your whole entire body communicates, right? You ever were getting ready to go on a beautiful vacation and it was going to be something that you needed the absolute most, right? And something deep down inside of you said, oh, you don't deserve that. Oh, no. And then your cycle came on like 3 weeks early. You can't even wear your bikini. You can't even do your thing. Your your whole entire body listens to that self-doubt. And then the outcome is opportunities, frustrations. See, this ain't in alignment. Oh, see, I shouldn't even win. Oh, see, this is why I need to get back to work. I don't even deserve to be on vacation. And then the reinforcement, okay, and the imposter syndrome. And I can use so much more examples. But see, this is the flow of things. Imposter syndrome, self-sabotage, reinforced doubt. What's the missing link? The missing link is worthiness. Imposter syndrome hijacks the sense of worthiness. Even though there may be external success, okay, external validation, you feel unworthy of it internally. When you feel unworthy of it internally, self-sabotage starts to communicate to your nervous system, hey, we got to protect ourselves from this unworthiness. Like this is unworthiness stuff right here. It starts to associate what it is that you are having these feelings about and feeling like you're an imposter of as unworthiness. And now the words not wording and the math not math. And so now self-sabotage is telling your nervous system, hey, this is unworthiness. And then your body does what it needs to do, protect you. So the thing is, when worthiness is integrated, the loop breaks. You acknowledge you deserve your accomplishments. Then you start to step into opportunities without fear of being exposed. Self-sabotage reduces because you're internally connecting with the identity that aligns with external achievements. So I want you to think that, like, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being not so much, 10 being absolute, where are you on your worthiness? With your worthiness, where are you on the scale of 1 to 10? If you are in the green, I love this for you, right? If you are in the red, no shade, no guilt. We here. When we clear, we can, when we are clear, we can make adjustments. That's the beautiful thing. If you are not in the green and you're anywhere outside of the green, even right here, it's like, oh, that's cute, but you not smiling with your teeth. Okay? The goal should never be, I'm fine. Who taught us that? I'm fine. It's okay. No, the goal should be, I'm joyous. I'm enthusiastic. I'm lit up. I feel juicy. I feel zesty. I'm excited about life. When we normalize this, this is our cap. This is our ceiling. So if you're anywhere between this lime green and this red, it is definitely time for you to book your private call. If you are here, scale of 1 to 10, this is 1, this is 10. Really think about, where am I at right now? What's my ceiling? Now let's talk the 3 bold shifts. Number 1, feminine EQ. You may have heard me talk about it before. This is where you move from reaction to felt resonance. The number 1 misconception about emotional intelligence is that you need to control your emotions. Emotions are not meant to be controlled. Emotions are to be leveraged. Emotions are to be felt. And emotions are to move. Okay, you let your decisions flow from your truth and not your fear. Feminine EQ, which is feminine emotional intelligence. I coined that. Yes, thank you. It means that you're not just thinking through your blocks, you're feeling through them. You start acting from a place of alignment, not from anxiety. That's the first bold shift. This is where you start to feel and sense and respond from an embodied perspective, an embodied energy, an embodied mindset, an embodied frequency and aura and energy. No overthinking required. See, feminine EQ allows the inside of you to come to the stage and join the outside of you. So inside of private mentorship, I guide you through activating these shifts and also uncovering what emotions are we not bringing to the stage? What emotions are we suppressing? What emotions are we supposed to be leveraging in this scenario? Right? Because the thing is, this should be second nature and not something that you have to think about. So let's do that. Let's do less heady stuff, right? Less things to think about. We got enough of that. We got enough of that. More embodiment, more it being second nature, coming from your natural instinct. Let's talk safety in the body. Your body knows when it's safe and it knows when it's not, right? When there's still a fight, a flight, a tightness, or a freeze, you never show up fully, right? Building safety is not optional, it is foundational, right? When you release the tension, the clenching, and the waiting for defense, you ever feel like you're always in defense mode? You are always ready to plead your case. Okay, you're always ready to over-explain. You just ready. You just ready for whatever. You ever felt like that? That's force versus power. You want to move from a place of power versus force. So when you rewire your nervous system, your body trusts your power. And this shift is the one that I guide you through very deeply in private mentorship. Okay? In your private call, that's the gateway to get inside. Now let's talk archetypal integration, one of my favorites. So, of course, as you know, there is not just one linear version of you. This is the reason why you can be sassy, you can be sweet, you can be spicy, But the thing about it is, if you are not aware of the archetypes that live within inside of you, you can't properly leverage them. See, here's the thing that I see happen, and this could be in resonance in your world. You bring sage energy into the bedroom and it kills intimacy. You bring lover energy into business negotiations and then you get played. You only live in mother energy and then you end up overgiving, under receiving. And see, the cost is that you're stuck in one default lane and it's costing you your relationships, opportunities, and your power. Life feels like you're wearing the wrong outfit to every event. Here's a switch. The elevated woman knows when to flip mystic energy for distance, huntress energy for strategy, lover energy for magnetism. She don't act, she just is. It just is what it is. It's second nature and it's nothing that she has to think about. This is what makes her magnetic. This is what makes her hypnotic. This is what makes her allow the universe to bend for her. Respectable, untouchable, undeniable, unpredictable. No one ever taught you how to fully navigate these energies. No one taught you to fluidly move through these different archetypes with intensity and precision. See, most of us think that we just create an identity, like we're in a world of social media, we got to fake this power. But archetypes let you unlock it. They give form to what's already inside of you. And of course, in our alignment call, we're going to map out which archetypes that are in your life right now, that are in front of the stage, which ones are the backup dancers, which one need to be on a guitar. We assign them, we delegate, we integrate. So that way you can show up fully as your full self. So I want you to close your eyes for a moment, like wherever you are, just for a breath. And imagine standing in front of your mirror. Of course, if you're driving, I need your eyes on the road. But I want you to imagine if you're in front of a mirror, right? Not just any mirror, but the one that reflects the woman that you've built, right? The one that you've already become, the one that you've already built. The success, the accomplishments, yes, the life you created. You see her there? Wait. But notice the first thing that pops into your mind. Is it pride or doubt? Is it a little cheap chatter asking, am I really enough? Oh, I gotta fix this. I gotta fix that. I gotta fix it. That's imposter syndrome showing up. And maybe, just maybe, you've been letting it run the show, telling you who you are, instead of you deciding who you are and then letting it adjust. See, right now, just breathe and notice. Notice the tension, notice the hesitation, the longing for more alignment between who you are inside and the world sees on the outside. Like this loop, we're gonna break. We're gonna break this loop. Okay. And the first taste of what your life feels like when you fully step into your power. Oftentimes, I put my clients in the mirror. And one of the most transformative practices I guide my clients through is mirror work. And they see something. Oh God, they see something. At first, it's something unrecognizable. And then it becomes the highest version of themselves that they've animated and said, I'll get there when I do this. I'll get there when I have this. Inside the intensive, we don't just imagine it, we do it, and everything changes. You get full access to the highest version of yourself. You sit down at the table with her and y'all have tea and y'all talk, y'all chit chat. The highest version of you is not a destination, it is an integration. And the moment you, just that alone, the moment that clicks in your psyche, everything changes. Ask yourself, who have you been showing up as? Where has imposter syndrome or shrinking stole your ability to be present? I work with very high achieving women. And for some reason, the ability to be present is so hard. Because imposter syndrome is running the show. I want you to ask yourself, who is the woman you're elevating into right now? Not materially, not from a material perspective, but who are you elevating into right now? See, each of these shifts, they're very transformative. And in this private session, I'm going to show you exactly how to embody them. All right, so when you click the link below, if you have not filled it out already, just take a couple minutes, go ahead on and fill it out. It's designed for the woman who's ready to step into their next level. These shifts are powerful in concept, right? But the real magic happens when they're mapped directly for your life and your body. That's what private call is about, right? So you can see exactly how to embody them. So you're either one or two people. You're either a one day. You know what? One day I'm going to handle this cuz oh, this resonated, and one day when the time is right, when I have 100% just time available to go all in and fix this identity issue and handle this imposter syndrome. And it's just one day, the perfect time. I'm going to just do it. I'm going to keep muscling through it on my own. And then one day, I'll handle this. One day, I'll handle it. You're either a full blown one day or you're a full blown day one. Oh, baby, today's the day, right? Where everything changes. This is the turning point for me. Absolutely not. I'm not about to learn all of this and not take action on this. If you are a day oneer, you're a full body day one. If you are one day, it may be sparsy. It may be a little tilt back and forth. You're not ready yet, and that's okay. You can keep muscling through it on your own, okay? Or you can become a day one. And if your energy is day one, those are the type of women that I like to work with anyway, where you're like, this is the turning point where everything changes. Because, see, I gave you the what to do, but information alone doesn't create real change. Implementation does. We are in the age of technology, it's information galore. But information alone does not change your identity. Implementation does. You don't need to figure out the how alone. That's why I created this private call, right? This private feminine quantum alignment call. It's your next step to see how to integrate all of this in real time. This isn't about working harder. This is energy work. And this is energy work that matches your destiny and not just discipline. Because you got discipline locked and loaded. So for my girls who are day one, for my women who are day one, for the elevated woman who is day one, I know these shifts sound simple, right? But integrating them alone is not easy. You go into a new country, honey, I'm living in Costa Rica, okay? I'm African. I'm not Costa Rican, right? So you're going to a new country and you want to go somewhere, right? You're navigating a new landscape and you want to go somewhere, right? And this is symbolic to having a new identity, being in a new era in your life. If you don't have your GPS on, you may go to the gas station, ask this person for direction. They put you here, point you there. You may have to stop at another gas station. Okay. You may drift off for a little bit, get distracted, chill at a hotel. And this is what happens when we are that one day energy, right? When we say, I'm gonna just wing it. I'm gonna just muscle through it. I'm gonna just wing it. I'm gonna tell you this. My ancestors got it out the mud so I can get off the shelf. I'm not muscling through anything but my workouts. I'm not muscling through anything alone except for my workouts. And that's the perspective of not only the elevated woman, but also the woman who knows that it's time to embody these shifts in real life. Okay, so for my day oneers who are full body yeses, number one, you've already booked your call. Okay. And number two, you're ready. You have this energy within you where you like, dang, I wish I could talk right now. I wish I could get on that call right now. I got a few hours or whenever the time you booked, right? My day oneers are ready. And on this call, I'll reveal to you the Goddess Switch Intensive, and it's my signature feminine dance therapy framework, proven to create quantum transformation that doesn't just happen fast, but it actually lasts. A yes, yes for permanent change. This program is called the Goddess Switch. It is a one-on-one private container where I personally guide you through these exact shifts: feminine EQ, safety in the body, the feminine archetypes. My signature feminine dance therapy tool is the number one, my number one personal favorite, and pretty much all my clients' personal favorite tool that turns insight into embodiment transformation fast, deep, and sustainable. I'm talking next day changes. I'm talking 15K contract changes. I'm talking walking down the street, heads turning changes. I'm talking getting online, going live for one of the first time in a long time changes and eating that live up and converting as well. I'm talking about walking into that boardroom and speaking with the audacity and the authority that you've already had within inside of you. And everybody in the meeting looking at their left, looking at their right, and then looking back at you like, oh, she really is who she thinks she is. Exactly. See, the goddess switch is where we go through media and camera training, right? This is media and camera mastery, learning camera charisma, showing up like a pro, no overthinking, no more overthinking, no more inconsistency. High proximity coaching and direct support, real time guidance and strategies to stop confusion and lost opportunities. Signature feminine dance therapy method is this heightened sensuality, magnetism, and DNA level safety. This is where we rewire that self sabotage, programming, and patterns. Now, all of these shifts, the feminine EQ, the body safety, and the feminine archetypes, we integrate them all together. We thread them together. Confidence, magnetic presence. You're going to leave each session ready to step into the next level of your life without hesitation, because guess what? You don't wait till you do it after we get off the call. You actually do it while we're on the call. This is peak performance. This is not theory. This is not strategy. This is embodiment, right? And guidance. All personalized for you. Our time together is scheduled around your calendar, and practices are designed to amplify the time you already have. We're not doing no more busy work. Everything is paced for you, right? We build safety first. The feminine dance therapy method supports you in processing and embodiment in real time, no pushing. This is not consuming a bunch of videos. This is the work so unique that's tailored to you. That's rooted in feminine embodiment, nervous system safety. It's not just mindset alone. So in these 6 weeks, I'm walking with you step by step. Right? You'll stop the overthinking. You'll show up consistently and powerfully. Right? You'll feel safe and embodied in your own skin and move through the world like the woman that you already are. Move through the world with the magnetic presence that you were meant to have. This is high touch, high impact work, the kind of transformation that usually takes years. But again, this is quantum style. So we condense it into 6 weeks, and you are guided directly by me. So, of course, this is one on one. So spots are limited. The private alignment call is your opportunity to see if this is a good container for you, my opportunity to make sure it's a good container for me. And the booking window is open for 24 hours after you started watching this webinar. If you have not booked your call, go ahead on and click the link below. Fill out the info, a few questions for me to get to know you a little bit more. And see, I'll personally guide you through the 3 bold shifts and show you exactly how the Goddess Switch Intensive will transform your presence, your power, and your life. This isn't a group where you get lost in a crowd. Personally, I like potency and I value intimacy. This is private, personal, and tailored to you. I'm a bespoke type of girly. I'm a tailored, like, let me get something. I want something tailored. Don't put me in a group. No. See, the reason why I'm offering this is because I know that there are millions of women who share the same vibe like me, right? They're the same way. Like, yes, I want something private. Yes. I want something tailored towards me. These watered down program. No, no. I personally guide you through the goddess switch, and results happen like clockwork because it's tailored to you. Quantum style shifts that stick. You won't just learn the three bold shifts. We did that today. You'll embody them in real time with me. And that's where the true transformation actually happens. You've built and you've achieved the success. But inside that loop, that imposter loop, that self sabotage loop, that cheap chatter loop, that's keeping you misaligned. Imagine fully owning your worthiness and showing up as the woman that you already are. Imagine what that feels like. What does that feel like in your body? See, this isn't just a program. You can just click into it at any time. That's the reason why the private call window is only open for 24 hours after you start this masterclass. I got everything timed and organized. Now is your chance to step into this with me personally because clients who have done this work with me, they don't just leave feeling better. They become the woman that they've been chasing. Their worthiness is no longer questioned and their imposter syndrome dissolves. The private alignment call is 45 minutes. Okay, this is a session where we uncover what's keeping you in that loop. We're going to map out your three bold shifts. And if it's aligned, I'll share with you how you can come right into the goddess switch just like that. The booking window is only for 24 hours. You don't need another ideal. You don't need alignment. And if today's teaching resonate and you felt it and it hit somewhere between your heart, your stomach, your throat got warm, or something sparked in your mind, this call is your invitation. Your move into presence, power, and worthiness. Go ahead on and click the link below and book your call. One more thing, every time you hesitate, you invest into your bank account. Questions? Here's the email, or you can contact me on Instagram, Nubia K. Shade. I'll see you on your call. And remember, every time you hesitate, you invest into your bank account, and we're not doing that. This is your elevated era. I'll see you on your call.